The crystal champagne flute trembles in my hand as I watch my sister glide down the aisle, her wedding dress worth more than my annual salary. My presence here is a mistake. I know at the moment I catch Mother's glacial stare from the front row. Eden. That's me, the uninvited sister, the family disappointment who dared to show up at Brooke's perfect society wedding. I sink deeper into my seat at the back of the grand ballroom, praying the elaborate flower arrangements will shield me from more hostile glances. Can you believe she had the nerve to come? A stage whisper carries from 2 rows ahead. After what happened with the clinic, I grip Ryan's hand beside me. My husband squeezes back, his silent support the only thing keeping me from fleeing. Our 7-year-old daughter Lily fidgets in her Sunday best, oblivious to the tension crackling through the air like static before a storm. The string quartet transitions to the wedding march. Brooke reaches the altar where her fiancé Daniel waits, both of them picture perfect. Father beams as he gives her away, his pride radiating across the room. The same father who told me 10 years ago that I was dead to him. If anyone objects to this union, speak now or forever hold your peace. The words barely leave the officiant's lips when Mother stands, her designer heels clicking against marble as she turns to face the crowd. Her gaze locks onto mine. I apologize, everyone, but we have an uninvited guest who needs to leave. Her voice carries clearly through the hushed room. Eden, you were explicitly told you are not welcome at family events. This is a private ceremony. 200 faces swivel toward me. Lily shrinks against my side. Mommy, why is Grandma mad? Brooke's perfectly painted lips curve into a smirk. Security, please escort my former sister out. She's trying to ruin my special day as usual. Former sister? Lily's small voice cracks. But Aunt Brooke, I'm not your aunt, dear. Brooke's words slice through the air. Your mother lost the right to call herself family years ago when she betrayed us all. 2 security guards materialize beside our row. Ryan stands, positioning himself between them and me. We're leaving. No need for force. How dare you bring a child into this mess, Eden? Mother's voice drips with venom. Trying to manipulate us with an innocent girl. You haven't changed at all. My cheeks burn as we shuffle past bewildered guests. Lily's hand trembles in mine. The whispers follow us like poison darts. Always was the troubled one. Such a shame what she did to her poor parents. That poor child, having her for a mother. At the ballroom doors, I pause and turn. Brooke stands triumphant at the altar, father and mother flanking her like proud sentries. The perfect family tableau, minus the black sheep daughter they erased. Congratulations, Brooke. My voice carries clearly across the silence. I hope your marriage is built on more honest foundations than the rest of your life. Her smile falters for just a moment. Good. Let her wonder what I know. In the lobby, Lily bursts into tears. Why don't they love us, Mommy? I gather her close, meeting Ryan's worried gaze over her head. He knows what this means. The careful peace I've maintained for years has shattered. They forced my hand by humiliating me in front of my daughter. Some people, sweetheart, aren't capable of real love. I stroke her hair, my resolve hardening with each sob. But that's about to change. 10 years I've stayed away, swallowing their lies. 10 years of watching Brooke build her perfect life on stolen dreams and buried secrets. But seeing my daughter cry, that's the final straw. They want to talk about betrayal? Fine. Time to show them what real betrayal looks like. I've got nothing left to lose and everything to prove. Game on, dear sister, game on. The drive home from Brooke's wedding feels endless. Lily's fallen asleep in the back seat, tear tracks still visible on her cheeks. Ryan's knuckles are white on the steering wheel, and the silence between us stretches like a rubber band about to snap. You shouldn't have gone, he finally says, voice low to avoid waking Lily. We talked about this. I trace the edge of my phone screen, where dozens of social media notifications flash about the incident. They made my daughter cry, Ryan, our daughter. And whose fault is that? You knew exactly what would happen. He takes the exit toward our neighborhood, his jaw tight. You wanted it to happen. The accusation hits harder than I expect. Maybe because there's truth in it. Pull over. Eden, pull over, now. He guides the car into an empty parking lot. I step out, needing air that isn't thick with unspoken words. The night air is cool against my flushed skin as I pace between faded parking lines. Ryan follows, leaving the car running for Lily. Talk to me, what's really going on? Did you see her face? The way she looked at me? My laugh sounds brittle. Perfect Brooke with her perfect lies. You know what she told everyone about why I was disowned? You never wanted to discuss it before. She told them I stole from the clinic, embezzled money meant for patient care. The words taste like acid. Meanwhile, she's working there now, right alongside father, probably. I stop myself, remembering Ryan doesn't know everything, not yet. He steps closer, concern etched in his features. Probably what? My phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. I know what really happened 10 years ago. Meet me tomorrow, 2 p.m. Carson Street Coffee. Eden? Ryan's hand on my shoulder makes me jump. What aren't you telling me? I show him the text. His expression darkens. Could be a trap. Your family might not be my family. I turn back toward the car. Someone at the clinic knows something. Someone who was there when everything fell apart. And you're just going to meet this mysterious person? After what happened today? He catches my arm. Think about Lily. About us. I am thinking about us. I pull away gently. That's why I need to do this. They humiliated our daughter, Ryan. Made her question everything about who she is, who I am. So this is about revenge? This is about truth. I watch Lily sleeping through the car window, peaceful despite everything. Brooke built her whole life on lies. The clinic, her marriage to Daniel, her reputation, all of it constructed on the ruins of what she took from me. Ryan runs a hand through his hair, a gesture I recognize from a decade of marriage. He's worried, but he's listening. What exactly are you planning? Nothing yet, but if someone's finally willing to talk. I meet his gaze steadily. I need to know if you're with me. Really with me, not just standing on the sidelines while I fight this battle alone. He's quiet for a long moment, studying me. You're different tonight. There's something in your eyes I haven't seen before. Maybe because I finally see things clearly. I step closer, taking his hands. Remember when we first met? You said I was carrying too many ghosts. You were right, but they weren't ghosts, Ryan. They were monsters wearing my family's faces, and I let them haunt me for too long. A car passes, its headlights sweeping across us. In that brief illumination, I see understanding dawn in Ryan's expression. He pulls me into a tight embrace. I'm with you, he whispers against my hair. But we do this smart. We do this right. No more improvised confrontations. Agreed. I breathe in his familiar scent, drawing strength from his solid presence. Tomorrow at the coffee shop, come with me. Watch from a distance. Make sure it's not a setup. Of course, he pulls back, cupping my face. But Eden, promise me something. Whatever we learn, whatever happens, we protect Lily first. Always. Always, I agree, even as part of me whispers that protection sometimes means fighting back. Sometimes means burning everything down to build something better from the ashes. In the car, Lily stirs slightly, murmuring in her sleep. Looking at her, I feel my resolve harden like steel. Brooke and my parents thought they could shame me into disappearing again. Instead, they've given me exactly what I needed, a reason to stop running and start fighting back. Tomorrow, I'll meet my mysterious messenger. Tomorrow, I'll start gathering the matches needed to set this whole facade ablaze. But tonight, I'll hold my daughter and remember why the truth matters more than any comfortable lie. Carson Street Coffee buzzes with afternoon regulars when I spot her. Sarah Chen, our family clinic's former accountant, hunched over a laptop in the corner. Ryan catches my eye from his position at the counter, a silent confirmation that he's watching. I slide into the seat across from Sarah. Her fingers tremble slightly as she closes her laptop. I wasn't sure you'd come. 10 years is a long time to stay quiet. I keep my voice neutral, though my pulse races. Why now? She glances around nervously. Your sister's wedding was all over social media. When I saw what they did to you. She pulls out a USB drive. There's something you need to see. The drive feels impossibly heavy in my palm. What's on it? Financial records. From before you left. Sarah leans forward, lowering her voice. Your father didn't just frame you for embezzlement, Eden. He actively covered up Brooke's mistakes. Massive ones. My coffee arrives. Ryan's subtle way of staying close. Sarah flinches at his approach. The patient death in 2013, she continues once he's gone. Remember? How could I forget? A terminal cancer patient died after receiving experimental treatment. The investigation cleared the clinic, but what about it? Brooke administered the wrong dosage. She wasn't qualified, hadn't even completed her medical training. Your father buried it, paid off the family. Sarah's words hit like physical blows. He used the money he accused you of stealing. The coffee cup rattles against the saucer as I set it down. You have proof. Everything's on that drive, including evidence that Brooke never finished medical school. The credentials she's using at the clinic, all falsified. My throat tightens. Why didn't you come forward back then? Your father threatened my family. My daughter was sick. I needed the insurance. Shame colors her face. But she's grown now, and I saw what happened at the wedding, the way they're still hurting you. My phone buzzes. A text from Brooke. Having coffee with anyone interesting? I look up sharply. Through the window, I catch a glimpse of Daniel's car pulling away. They're watching me, Sarah realizes, panic edging into her voice. I shouldn't have. It's okay. I stand, offering her my arm. Let my husband drive you home. Ryan appears instantly, reading the situation. As he escorts Sarah out, I text Brooke back. Just catching up with old friends. How's married life? Her response is immediate. Stay away from Sarah Chen. Some stories should stay buried. I pocket the USB drive, my mind racing. Another text arrives, from father this time. My office, 1 hour. Come alone or Sarah loses everything. The threat is clear, but something's different now. The trembling in my hands isn't fear, it's anticipation. At the clinic, father's secretary tries to stop me. I brush past her, pushing into his office where he and Brooke wait. That was quick, Brooke says, but her usual smugness wavers. Enough games. I face father across his desk. You want to threaten Sarah? Go ahead. But first, explain something. How many other patients did Brooke kill? The color drains from his face. Brooke steps forward. You don't know what you're talking about. 2013, terminal cancer patient, wrong dosage. I watch their reactions. Ring any bells? You've clearly lost your mind, father starts, but I cut him off. Funny thing about buried secrets. Someone always keeps receipts. I pull out my phone, playing the recording of my conversation with Sarah. Wonder what the medical board would think. Brooke lunges for my phone. I sidestep easily, watching her facade crack. You're bluffing. Try me. I meet father's gaze. You destroyed my life to protect her, framed me for theft, erased me from the family, all to cover up her mistakes. I did what was necessary. His voice is ice. Brooke had potential. You were always difficult. Difficult? I laugh. The sound sharp enough to make them both flinch. I was the only one telling the truth. And now I have proof. What do you want? Brooke demands. I move toward the door, pausing with my hand on the handle. Want? I want you both to know what's coming. Every lie, every cover-up, every patient you've put at risk. It all comes out. And this time? I smile, feeling decades of pain crystallize into purpose. This time, I'm not the one who'll disappear. Their protests follow me out, but I don't look back. In my pocket, the USB drive holds enough truth to burn their perfect world to ash. Let them try to stop me. I'm not that scared little girl anymore. I'm the one they should fear. The USB drive's contents spill across my laptop screen. Financial records, falsified credentials, patient records. Each document adds another brick to the wall of evidence against my family. But it's an email thread between mother and father that makes my hands shake. You need to see this. I turn the screen toward Ryan, who's been pacing our home office. He leans in, scanning the text. His jaw tightens. They knew about the other patients. 3 more deaths, all covered up. My voice sounds distant to my own ears. All blamed on equipment malfunctions or natural causes. The doorbell rings. Through the window, I glimpse Daniel's expensive car in our driveway. Ryan moves toward the door, but I catch his arm. Let me handle this. Daniel looks nothing like the confident man from Brooke's wedding. His tie is loose, dark circles under his eyes. We need to talk, Eden. I lead him to the kitchen, deliberately choosing not to offer him anything. He fidgets with his wedding ring. Brooke told me what you have. He glances toward my laptop. Whatever they're offering you. They? Who's offering me what? The medical board investigators. He runs a hand through disheveled hair. They approached me yesterday, asked about inconsistencies in Brooke's credentials. My pulse quickens, but I keep my expression neutral. I haven't spoken to any investigators. Don't lie to me. His voice cracks. I know what she did. What they all did. I've been reviewing the clinic's records since the wedding. And I can't. He swallows hard. I have evidence too. Things even you don't know about. But if this gets out, it won't just destroy Brooke and your parents. There are other people involved. Good people who are just following orders. My phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. Your daughter's school just received an anonymous tip about possible abuse in your home. CPS has been notified. The room tilts slightly. Daniel notices my reaction. They're desperate, he says quietly. They'll do anything to keep this quiet. They're threatening my daughter. The words come out like ice shards. Let me help you. Daniel leans forward. I can get you money. Enough to disappear. Start fresh somewhere else. Just hand over the evidence. Ryan appears in the doorway, his presence steady. I think you should leave. You don't understand. Daniel stands. They won't stop. Mark's already called in favors with local authorities. They'll fabricate evidence against you, Eden. They'll take Lily. Get out. My voice doesn't shake. Tell my sister and my parents they just made their biggest mistake. After he leaves, Ryan holds me as I shake. Not with fear, but with rage. We need to move fast, he says. If they're involving Lily, no. I pull away, my mind crystallizing around a new plan. We're not running. Call your sister at the newspaper. It's time everyone knew exactly who the Millers really are. Eden, they want to play dirty, fine. I grab my phone, dialing Sarah's number, but they forgot something important. What's that? I learned from the best. I meet his worried gaze. They taught me how to destroy someone's life. Now they get to see how well I paid attention. Sarah answers on the first ring. Eden, they're here. Police with a warrant. Upload everything. Now, every file, every record, every piece of evidence. Send it to the email I gave you. But, trust me. I hang up, turning to Ryan. Call the school, get Lily. Then call every reporter your sister knows. In an hour, the Miller family clinic is going to become breaking news. This is it, then. Ryan studies my face. No turning back. I think of Lily, innocent and precious, now a target in their desperate game. Of Sarah, probably being arrested right now. Of every patient who died because of Brooke's lies and my parents' cover-ups. They chose this path. I start typing, preparing the email that will detonate my family's carefully constructed world. I'm just making sure they walk it all the way to the end. As I hit send, watching hundreds of damning documents wing their way to dozens of news outlets, I feel something shift inside me. The scared daughter seeking approval dies. In her place rises someone stronger, someone forged in betrayal and tempered by righteous fury. Let them come for me. I'm ready. The headlines explode across every local news outlet by morning. Miller Family Clinic under investigation. Multiple deaths linked to fraudulent doctor. Prominent family faces criminal charges. I watch the clinic's parking lot from my car, counting the reporters swarming like hungry sharks. Mother emerges first, perfectly composed until camera flashes blind her. She stumbles, mask slipping for just a moment. My phone hasn't stopped buzzing. Missed calls from unknown numbers, text messages ranging from threats to desperate pleas. I ignore them all, waiting. Finally, Brooke appears, Daniel trailing behind her. Even from this distance, I can see she's been crying. Good. A tap on my window makes me jump. Ryan stands outside, expression grim. I roll down the window. The medical board just arrived, he says, and Eden, Sarah's dead. The world stops. What? Car accident last night. They're calling it a suicide. My hands grip the steering wheel until my knuckles turn white. When? Right after the police left her house. Ryan's voice drops. Eden, there's more. The evidence she uploaded, most of it's corrupted. They got to the servers somehow. A bitter laugh escapes me. Of course they did. We should go home. This isn't safe. Mrs. Miller. A reporter spots me, and suddenly they're all running toward my car. I start the engine, but not before catching Brooke's expression as she realizes I'm here. For a moment, our eyes meet across the parking lot. She mouths something. Not a threat or a plea, just 2 words. I'm sorry. The drive home is silent. Ryan keeps glancing at me, waiting for the breakdown that won't come. Sarah's death should devastate me, should make me question everything. Instead, it hardens something inside me. We find Mother sitting in our living room. How did you get in? Ryan demands, moving protectively in front of me. I raised her. Mother's voice is eerily calm. I still have her spare key from when she was young. Get out, I say, but she raises her hand, revealing a familiar USB drive. Looking for this? She sets it on the coffee table. Your father says hello, by the way. He's meeting with the board right now, explaining how his troubled daughter fabricated evidence to destroy her sister out of jealousy. Sarah's dead. Yes. She doesn't even flinch. Tragic. Depression is a terrible thing. You killed her. Prove it. She stands, smoothing her expensive skirt. Like you'll need to prove all your other accusations, now that the evidence is gone. Your father's lawyers are very good at their jobs. Ryan steps forward, but I catch his arm. Let her talk. We're willing to be generous, Eden. Mother's smile doesn't reach her eyes. Leave town. Take your family somewhere far away. We'll provide enough money to start fresh. Or stay and watch everything you love burn. She moves toward the door. Lily's such a sweet child. It would be awful if Child Protective Services found evidence of abuse, or if Ryan's newspaper suddenly discovered financial irregularities in his records. You're threatening a child? Ryan's voice shakes with rage. Your own granddaughter? I'm protecting my family. Mother pauses at the door. You have 24 hours to decide. Choose wisely. After she leaves, Ryan holds me as I shake, not with fear or grief, but with a cold fury that threatens to consume me. We can't let them win, he whispers. We won't. I pull away, moving to my laptop. Sarah may be gone, but she wasn't the only one with evidence. Eden. They killed her, Ryan. They'll destroy us if we run. My fingers fly across the keyboard, accessing encrypted files I've been gathering for weeks. But they forgot something important about cornered animals. What's that? I turn the screen toward him, showing dozens of audio recordings, surveillance photos, and backed-up documents, a parallel investigation I've been running alongside Sarah's. They fight hardest when they have nothing left to lose. I start composing emails to every major news outlet in the country. Mother wants to play games with my daughter's safety. Fine. Let's see how she likes it when the whole world knows exactly what kind of monster she really is. This could backfire spectacularly, Ryan warns. Probably. I hit send, watching the emails disappear into cyberspace. But I'm done playing by their rules. The first national news alert pings on my phone minutes later. The war has begun, and this time, I'm not fighting to expose the truth. I'm fighting to destroy them completely. The police arrive at 3 in the morning. I watch from our bedroom window as they lead Ryan away in handcuffs, their accusations echoing in the quiet street. Fraud, embezzlement, conspiracy. All fabricated, all perfectly crafted to destroy him. Lily sleeps through it, thank God. I stand in her doorway afterward, watching her peaceful breathing, knowing I caused this. My phone vibrates. Father's number. Satisfied. His voice carries decades of practiced authority. This is just the beginning, Eden. Walk away now, or tomorrow it's your daughter's school calling with concerns about her home life. I end the call without speaking. My hands shake as I pack Lily's overnight bag. Clothes, her favorite stuffed animal, the photo album she loves. Ryan's sister Claire arrives within the hour. It's just for a few days, I tell Lily when she wakes, confused and frightened, like a vacation with Aunt Claire. But what about Daddy? What about you? I hold her tight, breathing in her familiar scent. We'll fix everything, I promise. After they leave, the house feels like a tomb. I pour myself a drink, but before I can take a sip, someone pounds on the front door. Brooke stands on my porch, mascara streaked down her face. They're going to kill you. What? She pushes past me, frantically checking windows and doors. I heard them talking. Father hired someone. They're making it look like a break-in gone wrong. Why are you telling me this? Because Sarah was my friend too. Her voice cracks. And I can't have another death on my conscience. I study my sister, really look at her for the first time in years. The perfect facade has crumbled, revealing someone as broken as I am. Daniel left me, she continues. The medical board revoked my license. Everything's falling apart and they don't even care. They're just worried about protecting themselves. Like they always have been. She grabs my arm. You need to run. Now. Take what you can and... Headlights sweep across the windows. Brooke freezes. They're here. Get out the back, I tell her, already moving toward my laptop. I need 2 minutes. Eden, go. As she slips away, I quickly upload everything I have to multiple secure servers. The front door splinters under heavy boots just as I hit send. 2 men enter, faces obscured. Professional, clinical. I recognize the look, the same cold efficiency Father always praised in his business dealings. Mrs. Collins. The taller one approaches slowly. This can be easy or hard, your choice. I back away, buying seconds as the files upload. My father sent his regards. The Millers send their condolences about your tragic accident. A noise from the kitchen makes them turn. Brooke stands there, phone raised. I'm live streaming. Everything. The men hesitate. In that moment, I lunge for the front door, but the shorter one catches me. Pain explodes across my face as he strikes me. Through blurred vision, I see Brooke tackle him. Run! I stumble into the street, blood in my mouth, ears ringing. Behind me, glass shatters. A scream, Brooke's or mine, I'm not sure. Neighbors' lights flick on. A car starts somewhere. The men emerge from my house, walking unhurried to their vehicle, professional to the end. I find Brooke unconscious in my kitchen, her phone crushed nearby, but she's breathing, and as sirens wail in the distance, she stirs. Did you get it? She mumbles. The evidence? Yes. I help her sit up, noting the bruises already forming. Why did you come back? Because I remember. She touches her split lip gingerly. Before they turned us against each other. I remember when you were my big sister and I miss that person. The sirens grow closer. Soon there will be questions, statements, more lies from our parents. Ryan's still in jail. Lily's away. Everything I've built lies in ruins around me. But Brooke's words echo in my head. Big sister. Something shifts inside me. Not forgiveness, not yet, but understanding. We were both victims of our parents' manipulation, turned against each other for their benefit. We have to end this, I say, as red and blue lights paint my kitchen walls. Not just expose them, destroy them completely. Brooke meets my gaze, and for the first time in decades, I see my sister instead of my enemy. Together, I take her hand, feeling the weight of all our shared scars and separate wounds. Together. The police arrive to find us like that, bloodied but unbowed, finally united against the real monsters in our story. Let our parents think they've won. Their perfect family fantasy is about to become their worst nightmare. The Miller Family Clinic's annual charity gala becomes our battlefield. Brooke and I move through the crowd separately, watching our parents work the room like nothing's wrong, like they didn't try to have me killed last week. Mrs. Collins, a board member, catches my arm. Surprised to see you here, given the circumstances. I smile, channeling Mother's perfect social mask. I wouldn't miss it. Across the room, Father takes the podium. Welcome, everyone. Tonight we celebrate 30 years of serving our community. Brooke signals from near the AV booth. Everything's ready. I check my phone. Ryan's lawyer confirms the charges are dropped, the real evidence of financial manipulation traced back to Father's accounts. And now, Father continues, I'd like to share a video highlighting our clinic's achievements. The lights dim, but instead of the planned presentation, security footage fills the screen. Father in his office, counting cash, Mother threatening Sarah, patient records being altered, each clip dated, documented, damning. Gasps ripple through the crowd. Father fumbles with the microphone, but his voice is drowned out by the audio of him ordering the hit on me. Turn it off, Mother shrieks, but Brooke holds the door to the AV booth closed. Why? I step forward, my voice carrying across the stunned silence. Isn't this what we're celebrating? 30 years of fraud, corruption, and murder. Security, Father bellows, but the officers I hired stand firm. They work for me tonight. I move closer to the podium. Just like the private investigators who've been watching you, the forensic accountants tracking your bribes, the lawyers building cases for every family you've destroyed. Mother lunges for me, her carefully maintained composure shattering. You ungrateful... Careful, Mother. Brooke emerges from the crowd. The press is recording. Indeed, cameras flash as reporters, invited anonymously, capture every moment. You planned this together? Father's face contorts with rage. My own daughters. Your daughters? I laugh, the sound sharp as broken glass. You tried to kill me last week. You framed my husband. You threatened my child. Everything I did was to protect this family. He grabs my arm, fingers digging in painfully. Let her go. Brooke's voice carries steel. Or I tell them about Jason. Father freezes. What? The patient from 2011. Brooke meets his gaze steadily. The one whose death you blamed on equipment failure. Except it wasn't the equipment, was it? It was you, trying to cover up a mistake that would have cost you everything. You knew, Mother whispers. I found the real records. Brooke's hands shake slightly. The ones you kept to blackmail the manufacturer. That's when I realized you never protected me because you loved me. You did it because you needed someone under your control. Police officers enter the ballroom, real ones this time. Father sees them and shoves me aside, making a break for the exit. He doesn't make it 3 steps before Daniel, my unexpected ally, trips him. Father sprawls across the marble floor as handcuffs click into place. Mark Miller. The detective reads his rights while Mother screams and fights her own arrest. You're charged with conspiracy to commit murder, fraud. The list continues, but I'm not listening. I'm watching my parents' perfect world crumble, their masks finally shattered beyond repair. Brooke touches my arm. You okay? No. I watch Mother being led away, still shrieking about ungrateful children. But I will be. Eden, Father calls out as they reach the door. You'll regret this. Everything we built was built on lies. I meet his eyes one last time. Goodbye, Father. Later, as reporters swarm and police gather evidence, Brooke and I sit in the empty ballroom. What happens now? She asks. Ryan comes home. The clinic gets new management. Our parents face justice. I study my sister's profile, seeing both the girl she was and the woman she's becoming. And we learn who we are without their shadows over us. Together. I take her hand, feeling decades of manipulation and rivalry dissolve. But first, I need to go home to my daughter. We walk out of the clinic for the last time, leaving behind the wreckage of our parents' empire. Their perfect family fantasy lies in ruins, but something real and honest might grow from the ashes. Sometimes revenge isn't about destroying everything. Sometimes it's about clearing the ground so truth can finally take root. The courtroom empties slowly after the verdict. 25 years for father, 18 for mother. Justice served in cold, precise numbers. I remain seated watching them being led away, neither looking back at the daughters they destroyed and rebuilt. Brooke touches my shoulder. Ready? Almost. I gather my things, fingers brushing the locket mother always wore. Now evidence of her crimes, the hidden compartment containing proof of bribes and threats. Outside, reporters wait with hungry cameras. Ryan shields Lily from their questions while Daniel handles the press statement. My daughter's small hand finds mine, anchoring me to what matters most. Aunt Brooke says we're moving to the clinic house, Lily says as we walk to the car. The big one with the garden? Yes. I exchange glances with my sister. The irony doesn't escape us. The family estate, purchased with tainted money, now transformed into a recovery center for victims of medical malpractice. But first, there's somewhere we need to go. We drive to Sarah's grave, where fresh flowers already rest against the headstone. A note from her daughter reads, "Justice for Mom." I keep thinking, Brooke says quietly, about all the moments we could have chosen differently, all the times we could have helped each other instead of becoming their weapons. I finish. She nods. Lily places her own flower, a dandelion picked from a crack in the sidewalk. Simple, pure, everything our childhood wasn't. Back home, I find Ryan in our study, reviewing patient files from the clinic. The board approved the restructuring, he says. We can start accepting new cases next month. And the trust fund? Set up for the victims' families. He pulls me close. You did it, Eden. You broke the cycle. But victory tastes different than I imagined. In my desk drawer, unopened, sits a letter from Mother, delivered by her lawyer after sentencing. Beside it, Father's signet ring, returned by the evidence clerk. What troubles you? Ryan asks, noticing my hesitation. I thought revenge would feel like winning. I sink into a chair. Instead, it feels like carrying their ghosts. A noise from the hallway draws our attention. Brooke stands there, Daniel behind her, both looking uncertain. The contractor found something in Father's office wall, Daniel says. Hidden compartment. You should see this. The manila envelope he hands me contains photographs, dozens of them. Me and Brooke as children, caught in rare moments of sisterly affection, playing in the garden, sharing secrets, laughing. He kept them, Brooke whispers. All this time he kept proof that we were once real, I finish, before they made us into their perfect lies. The last photo shows us at my 10th birthday, before everything changed, before competition and manipulation poisoned our bond. Two sisters, arms linked, facing the world together. Eden, Lily calls from downstairs. Aunt Brooke, the ice cream's melting. We share a look, my sister and I, understanding passing between us without words. We can't reclaim those innocent girls in the photographs, but maybe we can honor them by protecting the next generation from similar scars. Coming, sweetheart, I call back, tucking the photos away. Not hidden this time, but preserved. A reminder of what was lost and what might still be saved. In the kitchen, Lily orchestrates an elaborate ice cream sundae assembly line, directing Daniel with the serious authority of a 7-year-old dessert expert. Ryan documents the chaos on his phone, while Brooke, accidentally on purpose, gets chocolate sauce on her designer blouse. This is my victory, I realize. Not the courtroom triumph or the public vindication, but this, a family built on choice rather than obligation. Love freely given instead of weaponized. Mother's unopened letter can wait. Father's ring will gather dust. Their power over us died not with exposure or imprisonment, but in this moment, watching my daughter teach my sister how to make the perfect sundae, everyone laughing as whipped cream goes everywhere. "Mom," Lily waves me over, "you're missing everything." I join them, accepting the sticky spoon my daughter offers. The past will always echo, but its power fades with each genuine smile, each chosen connection, each moment we decide to be more than our scars. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is simply living well, surrounded by the love our parents never understood how to give.